Okay, so look at the Prey Ultra Graphics mod at 21:9. Prey is already a gorgeous game, however some things might not suit everyone's tastes, and this mod looks to alter a number of things, most obvious of those being the lighting. Comparing the native game to the mod, you'll see that the mod looks to make lights less full, they illuminate less area, and also have a more specific area of effect. It feels personally more toward how a horror game would be lit. And it actually does look better than the native game if you want that moody, gritty, dark vibe to your experience. The mod also alters your torchlight to be far weaker and give a more usual circular beam as opposed to the bright rectangle from the native game. I personally do love the lighting changes this mod brings, however my big problem is that the mod requires you to turn down the brightness to -5. This means that you do really get the proper vibe the mod creator JMX777 was going for, however it does mean that the game feels a bit too dark overall. A bit of a shame as it's a little smudge on otherwise a very good mod. Now, lighting isn't the only thing this changes. Among the list of other alterations, which you can read in full on the mod page linked down below, there is a notable increase to view distance, better particle effects, removal of pop-in, which I can't say I really noticed, but I suppose that's the entire point, you don't notice what isn't happening. And among my favourite tweaks is the permanent lasting of blood, goo, broken paper and other destruction, and bullet holes. It's really cool not having to watch these effects disappear in front of your eyes like normal. They just reset once you leave the level. And there isn't any noticeable FPS hit either. The next thing in gaming I want most though is for bullet shell casings to stay forever on the ground. Now that would be epic. Imagine Battlefield with casings strewn across the battlefield, wading through mounds of shells in heavy fighting locations. I love that idea. Now, I need to mention that installation is very simple, just follow the instructions on the mod page, but essentially you're just putting the contents of 5 folders into 5 of your own folders. Don't forget to edit the file dxg.ini and change the folder paths as instructed. For those of you as well that might have installed Prey to another drive other than C, do what I did and make sure to overwrite the assumed C drive start to the path name with whatever drive name you have. For example, I was using F, and it works perfectly. There was one issue I had when trying to play, and it appears to have happened to a number of people. The game would just refuse to start up after modding the files. Thankfully, the fix to this is easy, and all you need to do is download a different dxgi.dll file. I'll link directly to the one you need to download in the description. Inside this download, you'll see a file called reshadex64.dll, among some other files that will be in that folder. Take that file and rename it to dxgi.dll and stick it in the folder called release, which is along the path Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common Prey, Binaries, Danielle, Times64 release. You just want to replace the dxgi.dll file that you previously placed in here, as that is the thing that's causing the launch issues. Now, when playing, I had a few lighting issues, but they seemed to happen just after starting up, and then I never ran into them again, so I'm not sure if it's to do with the Talos Bridge room or something else, but yeah, it worked beautifully smoothly otherwise. The only other issue you'll have is the inventory menu is overly bright, like an overexposed image. This is to do with the mod's lighting alterations, and it's hardly going to ruin your experience, but just something to be aware will happen when you run across it. All in all, it's a solid mod if you're looking for a grittier experience. Many thanks to JMX777 for his work on it. Apparently there is some work still to come as it's sitting about 70% completion, but it's totally worth playing with its current state. It's interesting, I do wonder what the future of graphics mods will look like. With games getting so beautiful now, it's not like the days of Skyrim when the graphics sat so far behind current standards and so benefit hugely from modding. I suppose we'll see more of this kind of mod, a way of changing the style of graphical fidelity to a game, a difference in the way a game is perceived visually rather than just simply upgrading all the graphics. For example, like this mod or the Fallout 4 horror mod I covered, both make their respective games far darker, far grittier, more, well, horror-like. But regardless, I hope that gives you a little look at this mod at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful and subscribe for future info. For any of the games at 21:9, head over to my channel or the WAF website. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to support the channel, the links to my Patreon page are in the description and Amazon affiliate links are there too. See you later.